Okay, so have you ever felt like you've got these, incredible goals?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like writing a book, getting healthier, learning something new, but actually making consistent progress.
It feels impossible sometimes. Like running on quicksand, you said it.
Exactly. We've all been there. You start out super motivated, right?
Full of energy.
And then life happens. The daily grind hits and those big plans just kind of...
Fizzle out? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's frustrating. Well, look, today we are diving deep into Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book, it's really changed how millions of people think about change, us included.
Absolutely. It's huge.
And our mission here in this deep dive is to really unpack it, not just explain, but get to the core philosophy, the practical stuff, the framework.
And those key insights that make it so useful.
Right. So useful for you, whether you've read it cover to cover or, you're totally new to it.
We're going to pull out the really important nuggets you can actually use. Like today.
Yeah, starting now. So, most self-help books kind of shout, dream big, or just push harder.
Right, more motivation.
Yeah, but Clear, he flips that.
Yeah.
He says the secret isn't really more motivation. It's about building an invisible system.
A system, okay.
Yeah, one that makes success almost inevitable. It's fascinating because it's not just another productivity book.
It's deeper than that.
It really is. It shifts your whole focus away from just the big goals.
Towards something more sustainable.
Exactly, towards systems. His whole argument is that real success, lasting success, it doesn't come from these huge, sudden changes.
No quick fixes.
Nope. It comes from what he calls tiny improvements repeated consistently over time. Small stuff.
Tiny improvements. So these tiny things, what does he actually call them? I remember the term was really catchy.
He calls them atomic habits.
Atomic habits.
Yeah, I think smallest possible unit, almost unnoticeable little shift.
These building blocks.
Exactly. But they compound silently over time into these massive results.
Yeah.
Small particle, huge power.
And there's that one line, isn't there, the quote that just sums it all up. You see it everywhere.
Yeah, the big one. You don't rise to the level of your goals.
You fall to the level of your systems.
Boom. That's the core idea right there.
So what does that actually mean, though, for you listening to trying to improve something?
Well, it means just having a goal, like I want to lose 20 pounds or I want to write a novel. That's not really enough.
Okay. The goal itself isn't the driver.
Not entirely. Your success, where you actually end up, isn't set by how ambitious the goal is. It's determined by the daily grind, the routines you have.
The system.
The environment you're in, those small actions you take, or maybe don't take, every single day. They either help you or they hurt you.
It's like the hidden architecture behind everything.
Perfectly put. If your system's broken, even the best intentions, they're going to struggle.
Okay, so if systems are the absolute key, how do we actually, build good ones? Does he tell us how?
Oh, yeah, he doesn't leave you hanging. He gives us this super practical blueprint, the 4 laws of behavior change.
The 4 laws. Okay, this sounds like the actionable part.
Totally. Think of it like your cheat sheet for making good habits stick or breaking bad ones.
Lay it on us. What's the first law?
First law, make it obvious.
Obvious, meaning?
Meaning the cue, the trigger for your habit needs to be right there in plain sight. Impossible to ignore.
So if you want to remember your vitamins...
Don't hide them in the back of the cupboard. Put them right next to the coffee maker or, I don't know, on your desk. Somewhere you will see them.
Makes sense. Reduce the need to even think about it. What's next?
Law 2, make it attractive.
It's attractive. So make the habit appealing.
Exactly. Our brains love rewards, pleasure. So you got to link the habit to something positive. Make it feel desirable.
Like pairing it with something you already enjoy.
Precisely. Turn the chore into a treat somehow. Maybe you only listen to your favorite podcast while you're exercising.
Okay, I like that. Obvious, attractive. What's number 3?
Number 3 is make it easy.
This sounds crucial.
It really is. Reduce the friction. The less effort involved, the more likely you are to actually do it.
Path of least resistance.
Always.
Right.
Clear really emphasizes this. If you want to go running, have your shoes and clothes laid out the night before. Make it easy to start.
Got it. And the final law?
Finally, number 4, make it satisfying.
Satisfying. So there needs to be a payoff.
Yes. And ideally, an immediate one. We're wired for instant gratification.
Oh.
If you feel good, even a little bit, right after doing the habit.
You reinforce it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It creates this positive feedback loop. makes you want to repeat it.
Ah.
Even something small helps.
Okay, let's make this concrete. Can you walk us through an example, maybe the reading one from the
Yeah.
book?
Yeah, the reading more example is perfect. So, law 1, make it obvious.
Leave the book out.
Yep. On your nightstand, coffee table, maybe open to the page you left off on, right there.
Okay. Law 2, make it
Okay.
attractive.
Maybe you only let yourself have your favorite fancy tea while you're reading, or listen to some calming music. Pair it with pleasure.
Nice. Law 3, make it easy.
This is key. Don't say, I'll read for 30 minutes. Just commit to reading one page.
Just one page. That lowers the bar significantly.
Hugely. Anyone can read one page. Often you'll read more, but the commitment is tiny.
And Law 4, make it satisfying.
Track it. Put an X on a calendar. Use a habit tracker app. See the streak build up.
That visual
It
progress.
feels good. It's a reward in itself, that little dopamine hit from checking the box.
So when you put it all together, obvious, attractive, easy, satisfying, it's really about designing your environment, isn't it?
Totally. And your routines. You're working with your brain's natural wiring.
Instead of fighting it with willpower all the time.
Exactly. That's the shift. It's subtle, but wow, it's powerful.
But it's not just the mechanics, the how-to. The book goes deeper, right? Into the psychology.
Oh yeah, there's some concepts in there that just, they stick with you.
Like the identity thing, that one really stood out to me.
Identity-based habits, yeah, that's huge. He talks about shifting away from outcome-based goals.
Like, I want to lose weight.
Right. And shifting towards identity-based goals. So instead of, I want to run a marathon, it's...
I am a runner.
Exactly. It's a fundamental change in how you see yourself.
Why is that so much more powerful, do you think?
Well, think about it. You're not just chasing some future result anymore. Every time you do the habit, every time you go for that run, you're reinforcing your identity.
You're proving to yourself that you are that kind of person.
Yes, you're embodying the identity. It becomes part of who you are, not just something you do.
Right.
That's incredibly motivating, way more than just a target on a scale.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, what else really resonated?
The plateau of latent potential.
Yes. Explain that one. It's so relevant when you feel stuck.
Right. It's that frustrating phase where you are putting in the work, you're being consistent.
But nothing seems to be changing. You don't see the results yet.
Exactly. It feels like you're spinning your wheels.
Yeah.
But Clear uses the analogy of ice melting or water boiling.
It stays at, what, 99 degrees Celsius for ages?
Stays water,
Yeah.
then bam, 100 degrees. It transforms into steam. All that stored energy, that latent potential, suddenly becomes visible.
So the work wasn't wasted during that plateau phase.
Not at all. It was accumulating, building up beneath the surface, getting ready for that breakthrough.
That's such a crucial reminder for anyone feeling discouraged. Keep going. The results are compounding, even if you can't see them yet.
Trust the process. Trust the system you've built.
Speaking of building things, that ties into another big one, environment design.
Oh, massively important. He really hammers this home.
The idea that willpower isn't the answer, structure is.
Yes. So simple, but so profound. It's not about being strong all the time. It's about setting things up so you don't need to be strong.
And the classic example he uses.
The junk food one. It's perfect. If the cookies aren't in your house,
You can't eat them.
simple as that.
Yeah.
You make the decision once at the supermarket, not every single time you walk past the pantry fighting temptation.
So you're designing your environment to make the good choices easy or even automatic, and the bad choices hard or impossible.
Exactly. Structure beats willpower most of the time. Make your environment work for you, not against you.
Okay, now let's be real for a second. You and I, we've read a lot in this self-improvement space.
There you have.
Is there a risk that some of this might feel familiar? You know, if someone's read, say, The Power of Habit or other books like it.
That's a fair point. And yeah, there's some core concepts like habit loops. They've been explored before. There's some overlap.
So what makes Atomic Habits still stand out? Why is it such a phenomenon?
I think, honestly, it comes down to James Clear's incredible clarity.
Clarity.
The way he writes is just crystal clear. It's not just that the ideas are good, it's how he presents them.
You're so right. The writing is clean, isn't it? Chapters are short, digestible.
Super digestible. And the advice is always, always actionable.
It's not just theory. It's like, here's what you do. Step 1, step 2.
Exactly. It feels intensely practical from page 1.
Yeah.
You can pick it up and immediately find something to apply.
Yeah.
That no fluff, direct approach.
That's its superpower, maybe. Making complex ideas feel simple and doable.
I think so. He distills it down beautifully.
So, okay, wrapping things up. our final verdict on Atomic Habits.
Look, it's one of those rare books that's genuinely useful right out of the box. Day one useful.
Because it gives you a real system.
A real workable system.
Yeah.
Not just hype, not just motivation that fades. A structure for lasting change. It's foundational.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. We'd absolutely call it a must-read.
For anyone, really.
Yeah.
Anyone looking to improve their routines, get more focused.
Or just like the book says, get 1% better every day.
Get a bit better.
Yeah.
There's a reason it gets such high ratings, you know? That 9.5 out of 10 people often give it. It's earned.
It really is a game changer in this whole personal growth world.
Connects right back to your own journey, that continuous improvement path.
So just to recap that core message one last time. Remember the power, the huge compounding power of tiny changes, big results.
Absolutely. And with that in mind, here's something for you to really think about, a little provocative thought.
Okay, let's hear it.
Given everything we've talked about today, all these ideas from Atomic Habits, what's one small, tiny, almost unnoticeable habit?
Just one.
Just one, that you could start today, something tiny, that if you just kept repeating it consistently, could lead to a massive, really transformative result in your life down the road.
That's a great question to leave people with. One tiny thing.
Mull that over.
Take a moment, really consider it, and then, we hope you'll think about applying these principles. Keep exploring, keep going on your own deep dive into growth.